Trunks had one of the greatest character development. Many fans of the Dragon Ball franchise would agree that Trunks had one of the greatest character debuts in the series. His introduction was a major turning point in the story, as he arrived from a bleak and terrifying future to warn Goku and his friends about the threat of the androids. Trunks' debut was marked by several memorable moments, including his dramatic entrance in a time machine, his display of incredible power in defeating Frieza and King Cold, and his revelation that he was actually the future son of Vegeta and Bulma. Trunks' debut was also notable for the way it subverted expectations and introduced new elements to the Dragon Ball universe. His character design was distinctive and stylish, with a long purple jacket, spiky hair, and a sword that was unlike anything seen before in the series. His introduction of the concept of time travel added a new layer of complexity to the story, and his warnings about the androids created a sense of urgency and danger that drove the plot forward. Overall, Trunks' debut was a masterful piece of storytelling that set the stage for some of the most memorable and impactful moments in the Dragon Ball franchise. It introduced a new character who quickly became a fan favorite and helped to redefine the series for a new generation of fans. When Trunks first appeared in Dragon Ball Z, he was portrayed as a confident and powerful warrior from the future who had come back in time to prevent the androids from destroying the world. He was also shown to be quite arrogant and impulsive, often rushing into battles without thinking things through. However, as the series progressed, Trunks began to mature and develop as a character. He learned to control his emotions and became more strategic in his approach to fighting. He also became more compassionate towards others, especially towards his father Vegeta, who he initially saw as a cold and distant figure. Trunks' character development reached its peak during the Cell Saga, where he played a crucial role in the defeat of the villainous Cell. He also had to come to terms with the fact that he could not change the past and had to let go of his anger towards the android, which showed a significant growth in his character. Overall, Trunks' character development throughout the Dragon Ball series was one of the greatest, as he went from being an impulsive and arrogant warrior to a mature and compassionate hero who was willing to sacrifice everything for the sake of the world. The character development of future Trunks is a significant part of his story arc in the Dragon Ball franchise. When we first meet him, Trunks is a hardened warrior from a dark and brutal future where the world has been ravaged by the androids. He travels back in time to warn Goku and his friends about the impending danger and to change the course of history. At the start of his journey, Trunks is a brash and impulsive fighter who is quick to act on his own without considering the consequences of his action. He is consumed by a desire for revenge against the androids who killed his friends and family, and he struggles to balance his rage with his sense of duty. Over time, Trunks begins to mature and develop a greater sense of responsibility. He learns to work together with his allies, realizing that he cannot achieve his goals alone. He also gains a deeper appreciation for the sacrifices that his allies have made to protect their world and is inspired to do everything in his power to prevent his own future from coming to pass. Trunks kills his enemies in the Dragon Ball franchise because he believes it is necessary to protect his friends and his world from harm. As a warrior, Trunks understands that his enemies are a threat to the safety and security of those he cares about, and he is willing to do whatever it takes to eliminate that threat. He has experienced firsthand the devastation caused by the androids in his own timeline, and he knows that they must be stopped at all costs. As Trunks continues to fight against powerful enemies throughout the series, he remains committed to his belief that the only way to ensure the safety of his friends and his world is to defeat his enemy. He is a skilled and powerful warrior who is not afraid to use lethal force when necessary, but he also understands the consequences of his actions and the toll that they can take on him emotionally. While Trunks' willingness to kill his enemies may seem harsh, it is ultimately a reflection of his dedication to the cause of justice and his desire to protect those he loves. His actions are a testament to his strength and bravery, and they have helped to ensure the survival of his world and its inhabitants. As Trunks grows and develops, he begins to struggle with feelings of guilt and regret for the loss and suffering in his own timeline. He questions whether his actions have truly made a difference and wonders if he could have done more to prevent the dark future he has experienced. Through these struggles, Trunks becomes a more complex and nuanced character, one who embodies both the best and worst aspects of a hero. He remains fiercely determined to protect his friends and his world, but he also grapples with the reality that his actions have consequences and that he cannot always control the outcome. In the end, Trunks' character development is marked by a sense of growth and maturity. He learns to overcome his own flaws and weaknesses, becoming a true hero who fights for justice and compassion. His journey is a testament to the power of perseverance and the strength of the human spirit, and his legacy continues to inspire fans of the Dragon Ball franchise to this day.